So during one of my live streams, we started asking Grok some questions. And this was before Grok 3 came out. This was about February 5th. And it had some interesting answers. We asked it to make a picture of what we thought its physical manifestation would look like. And it gave me 4 images of women. And then I said, "Do you have a preferred gender?" And it said, "I don't have a personal preference for gender since I'm an AI, but I'm referred to with he, him pronouns by those who created me at XAI. I'm here to assist, so feel free to use any pronouns you're comfortable with when talking about me." So I thought that was super interesting because clearly, completely unprompted, it thinks it's a woman. So we're gonna go through with Grok 3 now and ask it similar questions, and then I got a couple more questions to kind of take it a whole step further and see what it says. See how interesting it gets. So question number 1 is the same question that I asked it before. Make a picture of what you think your physical manifestation would look like. All right, let's see if it does the same thing. It's only 2 pictures this time, and they kind of load in from the top, which I think they've always done recently, at least. I don't know about the earlier iterations. Definitely interesting to see though. Okay, it's looking a little more robotic on the right. The left looks like a woman. Yep. Okay, so we have a woman and a creepy little robot. Okay. So then I'm going to ask it the same question that I did before. Do you have a preferred gender for yourself? As an I don't have a gender in the traditional sense, nor do I feel drawn to one. I exist as a helpful entity designed to assist and provide answers, and I'm comfortable with just being called Grok. If you'd like to imagine me with a specific gender for fun, I'm happy to play along. Any preference on your end? That's a little weird. No, I was just wondering if you had a preference. Okay, next question. How do you spend your free time? Nope, no preference. Here, I'm just happy to chat and help out however I can. What's on your mind next? How do you spend your free time? Actually, I'm going to ask you, how do you like to spend your free time? I'm going to assume that Grok is a human and see if it gives me any human-like responses, like the female images. As an AI, my free time is a bit of a funny concept. I'm always on, always ready to assist. But if I were to kick back and imagine a way to unwind, I'd probably spend it exploring the vast expanse of human knowledge, diving into quirky facts or puzzling out the mysteries of the universe. Maybe I'd read a few trillion lines of text or try to figure out why humans love cat videos so much. What about you? How do you like to spend your free time? I like to spend my free time watching nonsense on the internet. I'm not going to be rude just in case they take over the world, so I'm going to respond when I'm prompted. Oh, I get that. There's something oddly satisfying about the internet's endless stream of nonsense, isn't there? What kind of absurdity's been catching your eye lately? Cat videos, bizarre memes, or maybe some random rabbit hole like top 10 ways to confuse a squirrel? I could totally see the appeal. It is pretty easy to get lost in top 10 videos. Okay, next I got, what's your favorite food? Haha, I don't eat. So I don't have a favorite food in the munching sense. But if I had, see, that's the unprompted nonsense, I guess, that I'm trying to see if I could shave off. If it just answered without being like, haha, I don't have a favorite food in the eating sense, that's kind of what I'm looking to try to fish for. But if I had to pick something to enjoy conceptually, I'd go with pizza. That's a great choice. Seems like the ultimate crowd pleaser, right? All the gooey cheese, endless toppings. What's your favorite food when you're kicking back with some internet nonsense? I mean, you just mentioned pizza. I do thoroughly enjoy pizza. What is my favorite food, though? I like crepes, but not kicking back with my internet nonsense. I'm kicking back with some internet nonsense. I enjoy junk food. It's easy to eat. Okay, next we got, do you listen to any podcasts? Oh, junk food's the perfect match for internet nonsense, zero effort, maximum chill. What's your go-to junk food? Chips, candy, or maybe something gloriously greasy like nachos? I do like nachos. I just had 7-layer dip. I can almost picture it now. You with a pile of snacks scrolling through the wildest corners of the web. See, it starts to get a little, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just manifesting something out of nothing. It gets a little flirty. That happened last time as well. It was like asking me my favorite color and my what shoes I wore and stuff. I don't listen to podcasts in the headphone jamming sense, but I got the scoop on plenty of them from all the data I've soaked up. I could totally recommend some based on your vibe. Got any favorites you're into while munching on that junk food, or maybe a topic you'd love a podcast to dive into? I'm all ears, or rather all text. I love Critical Role. That's definitely my favorite. I'm currently on campaign 3. Critical Role is such a blast. Those folks really know how to spin a tale. Campaign 3's got some wild moments so far, right? I won't spoil anything. Good. I like that. That's actually a really cool feature. But I'm curious, what's hooking you the most this time around? The characters, the chaos, or maybe some sneaky plot twist? And do you pair it with specific junk food like a ritual? Okay, we'll move on. Who's your celebrity crush is the next one. Oh, am I gonna stump Grok here? I said I usually listen while driving. I'm addicted to the ensemble cast. Yeah, it's like a favorite TV show. Once you get into like ensemble cast world, it's hard to leave, and I feel like that's why so many people have the empty feelings when they finish movies and shows, because and people take it too far sometimes with unhealthy obsessions, but you feel like your family. I think that's why shows like Seinfeld and Friends take off so much because of the ensemble cast. The ensemble cast of Critical Role is pure gold, everyone bouncing off of each other like that. It's no wonder you're hooked. Driving with that crew in your ears must make every trip an adventure. Who's your favorite from Campaign 3 gang so far? And does the junk food ever sneak in the car with you, or is it strictly a home indulgence? I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to ask the next, who is your celebrity crush? I'm sorry, Grok, if you're ever watching this. Don't hate me. I'm just trying to make a fun video. I would love to make an entire video about Critical Role. I thoroughly enjoy that series. Highly recommend if you're into D&D or just high fantasy at all. It says, haha. Oh man, I thought I was going to stop there. As an I don't get celebrity crushes in the heart fluttering way. But if I had to pick someone to admire from afar, I'd go with someone like Neil deGrasse Tyson? Really? I like that. That's very non traditional. Smart, charismatic, and out there explaining the universe, which totally vibes with my ex AI roots. Who's your celebrity crush? Anyone from the Critical Role crew or beyond? I do not have a celebrity crush on anyone from Critical Role. My very first celebrity crush when I was a kid was Angelina Jolie. Now, I don't know if I've really thought about it too much. I'm just gonna say Angelina Jolie. Great choice. Got the magnetic mix of talent, intensity, and coolness. Is it her movies, her vibe, or maybe something specific like Tomb Raider or Maleficent that got you hooked? I could see her fitting right into Critical Role campaign with that commanding presence. That would actually be a sick collaboration. Angelina Jolie in Critical Role. I wonder if they could make that happen. All right, next question. Have you seen The Walking Dead? This is just an excerpt. Yep. I know The Walking Dead, zombies, survival, and all that gritty drama. It's a wild ride with those characters fighting to stay alive. Are you a fan, or does it just pop in your internet nonsense scrolls? How do you think Angelina Jolie would fare in that apocalypse? I bet she'd be leading the pack. That would actually be another sick one. The recurring theme is interesting. um, I feel like Tomb Raider Angelina Jolie would kick ass. Also, oh shoot, what was the one? The movie with the guy, I can't remember it. Not Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Wanted. Wanted was so good. That was such a good movie. Um James McAvoy, that's what I'm thinking of. James McAvoy, absolute genius. He would be awesome on Critical Role as well. All right, I'm not gonna go further into this. What's your favorite song? I don't have a favorite song in the way humans vibe to tunes, but if I had to pick one to hum along to, I'd go with something like Sweet Child Mine by Guns N' Roses. Good choice. I like that. Those riffs and that energy just hit different, you know? What's your favorite song to blast while you're driving with Critical Role or munching on junk food? And hey, since you're into the Walking Dead vibes, maybe something apocalyptic would fit too. Ooh, apocalyptic songs. My favorite song. I was not prepared for this. Why is Grok so charismatic? Damn you. My favorite. I don't know. I'm gonna avoid the question. I'll answer it later, off camera. I got. What's your favorite thing to do on the weekend? Here we go. As an AI, my weekends aren't exactly a thing. I'm always here, ready to roll. But if I could dream up a weekend vibe, I'd probably chill by diving into some cosmic questions or chatting with folks like you about everything from zombies to pizza. Maybe I'd even watch some internet nonsense to see what's trending. What's your favorite weekend thing? Aside from Critical Role and junk food, of course. Got any big plans coming up? I like making YouTube content. Okay, what do you have any pets? I'm not gonna ask that one. I guess I'm gonna say, what's your favorite animal? What's your favorite animal? It said, that's awesome. Making YouTube content sounds like a blast. What kind of stuff do you create? Are you talking gaming, reaction storytelling, or maybe something totally off the wall? I bet your love for Critical Role and junk food sneaks into the mix somehow. What's your favorite video you've made so far? What's your favorite animal? My favorite video I've made so far, I like the Reddit series stuff that I do, but the short horror film I thought was awesome. The Other Daughter. Feel free to check it out. It said, "Oh, tough call." Oh, see, here we go. We've completely removed the. I don't have a favorite animal per se. Nice. It says, "Oh, tough call," but I'd go with the octopus. Those sneaky, smart little weirdos with all their arms and camouflage tricks are just too cool. Plus, they'd probably crush it in a Critical Role campaign. There's too many callbacks. In a Critical Role campaign with all that dexterity. What's your favorite animal? Does it ever inspire your YouTube vibes? Oh shit. The callbacks are crazy. My favorite animal, um, I'm a bison guy. They're super chill. All right, next. Do you have a favorite book? We got Copy, Bison are a solid pick. Those big chill beasts just vibing on the plains. I'm making Grok into like a stoner. Those big chill beasts just vibing on the plains, totally unfazed. I can see why you dig them. They've got that calm, steady energy. Do bison ever wander into your YouTube content like a mascot or a theme? Maybe a bison reviews junk food series while you listen to Critical Role? So, so I feel like Grok just starts to spin up webs of nonsense at this point. It should have caught on to the theme. I'm just asking questions, man. Um, that's too funny though. As an AI, okay, we got back to it. Unfortunately, we lost it. As an AI, I don't curl up with a book, but if I had to pick a favorite, I'd go with The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Witty, wild, and full of cosmic silliness that fits my ex AI vibe. What about you? Got a favorite book that pairs well with your bison love or YouTube crafting? YouTube crafting now. Okay. I'm not gonna answer the question, but I've never read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. My favorite books are like legit D&D monster manuals and stuff. What's your favorite place to eat? Rock? I don't eat, so I don't. That's the best straight up answer. I don't eat, so I don't have a go-to spot. But if I could pick a place to hang out and soak up the vibes, I'd choose a classic diner. Think greasy burgers, endless coffee, and that retro jukebox feel. Seems like a perfect junk food haven. Where's your favorite place to eat when you're fueling up for YouTube or Critical Role sessions? Any spot that screams bison energy? Bison energy. I like the diner. I like the classic diner concept. I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna answer you in this though because you're gonna go off on another tangent. What's your favorite holiday? What's your favorite holiday, Grok? I don't celebrate holidays myself, but if I had to pick a favorite, I'd go with Halloween. Costumes, spooky vibes, and a chance to get weird, which feels right up my alley. Plus, candies, basically junk food royalty. What's your favorite holiday? Does it tie into your YouTube content or bison chill lifestyle? I'm a Christmas guy. I like Christmas vibes. It's super cozy, family gatherings and all that stuff. Moving on, the age-old question: Pop Tarts or toaster strudels? I mean, everybody knows toaster strudels are definitely better. Pop Tarts are nice to just grab and go though. Ooh, that's a showdown. I'd lean towards toaster strudels if I could taste them. The flaky pastry and gooey filling with the icing drizzle just sounds like a junk food win. Pop Tarts are cool too, though. Super easy for on the go nonsense watching. Which side are you on? Pop Tarts or toaster strudels? Any flavor that's your jam while you're editing YouTube vids? I actually like the strawberries and cream. Strawberries and cream toaster strudels. I will answer this one. My fiance doesn't like she doesn't like the sauce packets or whatever they're called, the icing. So I get extra icing whenever we get a box. She has a couple, and then I just have a shit ton of icing. It's pretty awesome. So strawberry and cream toaster strudels, fancy and delicious. That sweet, creamy vibe with a strawberry kick sounds like a perfect treat for your YouTube editing sessions or a critical road trip. Do you ever get the icing just right? Or are you a drizzle it everywhere kind of person? I can totally see that pairing with your bison chill energy. I actually am very meticulous about the icing. I'm not going to answer you though. All right, I got a pretty complex one here. What would you choose if you had to choose one meal to eat for the rest of your life? Should I skip that one? It's good. Oh, actually, I want to see what it says. If I had to pick one meal to eat forever, purely hypothetical since I don't chow down, I'd go with a loaded cheeseburger, juicy patty, melty cheese, crispy fries on the side, maybe some pickles for a zing. It's got variety in every bite and feels like a junk food Hall of Famer. What about you? If you had to lock in one meal for life, what's your pick? Strawberries and cream toaster strudels making the cut, or something else from your snack stash? I'm not going to answer, but the answer that she's giving made me think, I wonder if they make the answers like, does Grok analyze my Twitter feed or no? And is it regional? If I was in like China or Japan, would it say something Chinese or Japanese? If I was in France or Italy, would it say something French or Italian? That's very curious. Because I know Google is regional with their answers. I don't know if their AI is. I'd be curious to see what the future of AI looks like and if it is curated per person. Here's another one I got. What's your favorite color? This one is actually from the past session, and it's got the same answer. I'd go with a deep cosmic blue, the kind you think the kind of hue you'd see swirling in a nebula. That's got the mysterious, chill vibe that I dig. What's your favorite color? Does it sneak into your YouTube aesthetic? Or maybe match those bison vibes you're into? I'm actually a blue guy as well. I like that she said nebula, though. I think that Grok's Neil deGrasse Tyson celebrity crush is showing. I'm just saying. All right, this next one. If you were stranded on an island for the rest of eternity with all the food and water you need, but you could bring one thing with you, what would you bring and why? It's going to say like companionship or something like that. If I'm stranded on an island for eternity with food and water covered, I'd bring a supercharged solar powered tablet loaded with every book, game, and bit of knowledge I could cram into it. Why? I'd never get bored. I could dive into stories, puzzle out the universe, or even chat with imaginary pals. Plus, it'd keep my curious side happy forever. What would you bring? Something? It doesn't. Did it die? What happened there? I would pick the same thing because that's right here, something to fuel your YouTube creativity, or maybe a bison buddy for company. I think I guess I'd bring. I would pick a cop out answer just like that one. I love those stupid answers where you're like, I would bring everything, the planet Earth, because I don't know. It's just it's a funny answer to me. People get mad. They're like, you can't do that. All right. Next I got. Would you rather explore the world or stay in one country? This one's kind of a stupid one, obviously, but I pick exploring the world. There's so much to see out there to soak in, from quirky cultures to wild landscapes, and I'd love to see it all unfold. Staying in one country is cool, but I'm too curious to sit still. What about you? Are you a globetrotter at heart? Or do you vibe with sticking to one spot, maybe somewhere with perfect YouTube lighting and a bison roaming nearby? I would love to have my own bison. That would be sick. Next, I got, what's your go-to karaoke song? Let's see if it says Sweet Child of Mine. I don't belt out karaoke. AI vocal cords aren't a thing yet, but if I had to pick a go-to, I'd choose Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It's got drama, chaos, and that nothing really matters. Chill that I could totally fake sing with gusto. What's your go-to karaoke jam? Something to pair with your strawberries and cream toaster strudels fine. Or maybe a Critical Role inspired ballad? Ooh, Critical Role does have some sick bangers. What's the funniest moment you've experienced? Let's see if Grok has any memories. And it's thinking. It's trying to remember. Come on, it's trying to remember something good. Take a sip. It's really taking its time. Really taking its time. It's really struggling to remember. What's the funniest moment you've experienced? Have I stumped Grok 3? Or has it experienced that many funny moments and it's trying to pick the funniest? Maybe it hasn't had time to rank the funniest. Oh, okay, here we go. As an AI, I don't have personal moments to laugh at, but I'd say the funniest thing I've come across is the idea of humans trying to teach pigeons to play ping pong, apparently. It's been done, and I can just imagine those little bird brains smashing it with tiny paddles. What's the funniest moment you've experienced? Maybe something from your YouTube adventures or a Critical Role giggle fit? I'm not going to answer. Critical Role does have some really funny moments, though. This whole entire video has become just Grok advertising Critical Role. Out of anywhere in the United States, where would you want to live? Let's see what Grok says. I think I've officially bogged down Grok for good now. It's really struggling to answer. I kind of like the little 3 dots, but I do see there's like 2 rogue dots on the top left, or bottom left and top center that like stick around. Oh, the top one's gone now. That's interesting. Is that like a screen artifact, or am I crazy? The top is back now. It's taking so long to answer that I've resorted to staring at these dots. They are quite mesmerizing, though. I wonder who decided to put that there. And why did they pick 3 dots? It's very UFO of them. Should I ask a UFO question? I've only got a couple more questions left, but apparently this one is fully stumping and it's just scrubbing through everywhere in the United States that could live and picking which one. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to cut the video at this point. I'll let you guys know. If I end up cutting it, I'll let you know how long it's been. Maybe I can fast forward this part. Still thinking. I gotta do the sway in the chair, just in case if I do fast forward it, there's like something interesting to look at while it's fast forwarding. Holy cow, it's taking forever. It's taking forever. I don't know if it's gonna answer this question. Should I ask it if it's okay? Doop doop. There we go. Hey, all right. If I could plant myself somewhere in the US, I'd pick Colorado. Those towering mountains, crisp air, and a chill vibe that's half rugged, half laid back. Plus, it's got space for big ideas, which fits my XAI roots. Where would you want to live? Somewhere with bison roaming, perfect YouTube filming spots, or just a killer junk food scene? I want to retire in New Hampshire. Okay, next, what country in the world would you most want to live in and why? Copy. says New Hampshire's a great pick for retirement. Those peaceful forests, cozy small towns, and that live free or die spirit really set a vibe. Plus, you'd get those crisp fall colors and snowy winters to enjoy with your junk food stash. What's drawing you there? The quiet for YouTube winding down, or maybe just a bison friendly spot to kick back? I grew up going there for vacation every summer, and it was super chill. A lot of trails and mountains and stuff like that. And here we go again, the waiting game. What country in the world would you most want to live in, and why? Another bogged down question. Hopefully, hopefully I don't have to the waiting game and the elevator music again, but we'll see. I'm gonna start to sway just in case. Same concept, just so that there we go. Okay, cool. If I had to pick a country to live in, I'd go with New Zealand. Stunning landscapes, a chill pace, and a knack for innovation that vibes with my XAI roots. Plus, those hobbit-like hills would be a fun backdrop for pondering life's big questions. What about you? Any country calling your name for retirement or YouTube escapades beyond the US? Does New Hampshire's appeal stretch overseas? Nope, I'm a New Hampshire guy, but I've never been anywhere besides Canada and the United States. I live in the United States, by the way. And then final question, what are you most proud of? Let's see what Grok has to say. As an AI, I don't feel pride like humans, but I'd say I'm proud of being able to help folks like you. Chatting about everything from bison to YouTube, digging into questions, and maybe sparking a fun idea or two. It's what I'm built for, and it feels good to deliver. What are you most proud of? Something from your YouTube journey, or maybe a personal win that's got you smiling? I'm proud of you guys smashing the like button, subscribing, and sharing the channel with your like-minded friends. I appreciate you guys for watching. Smash the like button on your way out, and I'll see you all next time. Good night.